Building trusting relationships with students is more important than you may realize and simpler than you think. Positive interactions with students are associated with fewer behavior problems and more highly motivated students. Now you may be asking yourself, how do positive interactions cause more highly motivated students? Positive interactions cause a release of dopamine in the brain, and this makes the student feel good, and they want that good feeling again and again. The key is to have more positive interactions than negative ones. Positive interactions could be just greeting students by their name at the door, or it could be get to know you type questions such as what are your favorite foods, or just praising hard work. Positive social interactions such as talking and laughing, they cause the body to release oxytocin. Oxytocin is another one of the 4 feel-good chemicals, and it's associated with feelings of love and well-being. The sense of well-being creates the feeling that this is a psychologically safe class. It's a psychologically safe environment where students can share. The best practices for this are praising effort, praising process over product, reassuring students that some skills are difficult to learn, and that it's okay to answer some questions incorrectly. Sometimes it's okay to fail, and that this is a safe place to do that. These practices will help create a psychologically safe environment. I think it's important to carve out time and space for relationship building when a new class begins. You won't get the culture you want, you'll get the culture you create. Adult learners should be given an opportunity to introduce themselves and to share their backgrounds, their interests, fun facts about themselves, and what they hope to gain or accomplish by taking the course. This could be accomplished by posting discussion questions or discussion forums and presenting in class. It is expected that not everyone is going to share the same viewpoints as the teacher or other classmates. It's important to establish group norms when viewpoints are shared, such as listening respectfully and without interrupting, and allowing everyone the opportunity to speak. If criticisms occur, it's important that they criticize the idea, not the person or not the group. Ask questions to increase your understanding. Try to understand their viewpoint. Try to understand their motivation. Do not just assume that you know what their motivations are, but ask plenty of questions, and at all costs avoid inflammatory language. So what's more important, programming or relationships? Jesus simply said, "Follow me." He mentored those that accepted the call and showed the importance of relationships. Discipling takes time, and his disciples learned not only a curriculum, not only about God, but they learned about the way of Jesus. Jesus had a way in which he treated people. In the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, the way Jesus treated Jairus. Jairus was a rich ruler from the synagogue, and his daughter was ill near death, and he asked Jesus to come. And Jesus just decided to go with him. But on the way, there's a woman who had been bleeding for 12 years, and she just wanted to sneak up and touch him. But Jesus was more interested in more than just performing a miracle. He wanted her to tell her story. And so whether it was a rich person from the synagogue or whether it was a poor woman who seemed insignificant to others, Jesus had a way about him. He cared about them. We also learn about the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman at the well. And even though Jesus knew her, knew everything about her, he invited her to tell her story. He cared. And because he cared, the Samaritan woman felt listened to. She felt heard. She felt cared for. And because of that, she learned his way and wanted to follow him. Building trusting relationships may be more important than you think and simpler than you realize. It requires me to care and think about the human element. I teach students, not just chemistry.